Mary here with the Methow Conservancy again, and we are going to be talking about some more weeds. Here is knapweed, the young first-year rosette. Stays really low to the ground. We call this a basal rosette, and the rosette means it just goes out radially. You can tell it's knapweed in this case because there's some of last year's. This would have been a different one because knapweeds are biennials, so they take 2 years to grow up and then they die. But there's so many seeds around the Methow that you just keep seeing them everywhere. But this is what it looks like from last year. Everyone's used to seeing these guys around. They have like little tiny thistle flowers. Let's see if I can get... So this is the first year, and you want to wait until it is in its second year to try to pull it. They're really hard to pull in their first year, but they are establishing a deep taproot. And when you get to the second year, it'll come up. It'll start to produce a stem that'll grow right up from the middle of this. And that is when you want to pull it because that stem gives you leverage on the taproot that is in the ground. And again, it's really best to pull these when the ground is wet so that you can get the entire taproot out. If you break that taproot, it's just going to continue to try to fulfill its life. It will produce another first-year plant until it's able to get past the first year and into the second year. So every time you break that taproot, it could die, but it'll probably just keep coming back until you're able to get the entire root. All right, here's a little bit more knapweed. Here's some that are in their second year. You see how they're growing that stalk up from their little basal rosette. So there's a first year plant right there. Let's see if I can zoom in. There's a first year rosette, and there's a second year that has grown a stalk up. These are still relatively small. They can get much larger than this. And this brown stuff on the ground is all of last year's from different plants, again, because these, after they produce that second year stalk, it'll die after this year. These only live for 2 years, but there's so many of them it feels like they're perennials. So this is really dry soil, so I don't know that I'll be able to get the whole root. But if you were to water the ground or come out after a rain, you could fairly easily pull these because they have one single long taproot, kind of like a carrot. They just go straight down. I like to dig the soil around a little bit and then kind of try to be a little gentle at first so you can loosen it up down there. I feel like I'm going to break this one because it's so dry and so rocky. There we go. That is, even for this little knapweed, it's starting to put up its second year shoot. That is a sweet long taproot. So I got the whole taproot, so we saved one knapweed from producing hundreds of seeds, if not thousands of seeds. So that's what you need to do, get the whole taproot out, dig around the base of the plant a little bit, loosen up just where the ground meets the root, and loosen that up so you can get a better grip on it, and make sure you're trying to, just pull with leverage, and there you go. And I can just leave this on the ground. It hasn't produced any flowers or seeds, so I don't need to bag it, I don't need to burn it, I can just leave it there.